All right, guys. How are you guys doing? So, first of all, I want to start off by saying, well, first of all, thank you for coming. I mean, this is a brand new studio. And if I look tired, it's because I am. I'm really tired. I'm really pissed because I've been having nonstop issues with my audio. And it's, I was excited. I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to be in the new studio. I knew there was going to be some echo because I have nothing on the walls. It's basically a cell. Like that's what I built for myself essentially, which it's a little fitting, I think, right? Thanks for coming. This is Amp El Paso, at Amp EPTX. That is on Facebook and on Instagram. And this is the first time that I have video. And I've been working on this, no joke, for, I don't know, it's already been about 3 hours. And that's not counting the 3 hours that I had yesterday recording. It's just, I've had issues with the audio. And I guess, all my fellow podcasters out there, I didn't realize how hard you guys had it. I'm so sorry for you guys. I'm so sorry. But nonetheless, here I am. And I know there's going to be a little bit of echo, so I'm hoping you guys are able to put up with that shit and then just kind of follow me through here. Today's going to be kind of, other than the fact that I'm recording finally some video and that I'm sweating my ass off in here, right? Because I got these brand new lights. I hope you guys saw the video on my Instagram at Amp El Paso at Amp EPTX, right? If not, go over there and check this shit out because it's kind of cool. I'm really excited, and right now I just got really pissed. And if I got so pissed that I just wanted to knock these doors down, like these makeshift doors that I made, and just light this place on fire. Fuck all the money that I put into this. Fuck me, fuck my lights, fuck all this shit. But I'm not. Okay, I was able to look forward to that, and I'm not used to being recorded actually. And this is kind of a trial, and I'm doing it the hardest way also. I'm yelling into the microphone. I'm not ready. The sound sucks. It's late. I'm tired. But you know what? Here I am. And I'm pretty excited. So tonight, this is Wednesday night. I was planning on recording tomorrow, and I'm still not used to being recorded, right? Feels like someone's watching me, right? Fucking creeps. But tonight we were supposed to have that competition and it was postponed. Hopefully, if you are watching this, you've already found all this out. I'm going to get my hand out of there because it looks like... And listen, this is like I said, this is makeshift, okay? Aside from all the paper clips and fucking tape and glue and chewing gum that's holding this place together, it's coming along pretty nicely, actually. I have really high expectations, and I always cut myself short, and you guys probably know that, which that's my kind of humor, and not a lot of people realize that. But it's I got my little dog trying to sneak in. You probably can't hear him because I finally fixed this fucking issue, but he's sniffing at the door like, hey, what's going on in there? What the fuck are you doing? But this is the very first podcast from the studio, and I have no idea what the fuck I wanted to talk to you guys about. This is just a really exciting thing. I want to start getting on my comics and my motorcycle crew, or is it a motorcycle shop? I did get shit from them for not giving them a shout out last time, but I am going to step away from here a little bit and show you what we've been kind of doing. And this is also a little bit for Mr. Marco Antoine, right? Yeah, this is one of his suggestions, which I already had planned this. Okay, so let me show you what I got going on, okay? And then this is going to be a good episode, I guess. So I'm going to step away, and I'm sorry, but look, okay, so this is one of the things that I was talking to Marco. So this is the bike. You guys probably have seen me. Oh, I hate this shirt. So you guys have probably seen me on this bike, courtesy of myself, I guess. I got it. But I'm going to be racing. Let me go back to the bike. All right? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, man. Yeah. All right. Now there's a lot of walking. Hopefully, whenever I'm done. So this is just like a one-off. Okay. But I'm going to be racing It's one of my many things, because I can't stay still. Like, I got to do some shit. I got to build a fucking studio. Want to burn it down. And now I'm going to be a motorcycle racer. So this is coming up September 10th and 11th. And it's going to be the 444 motorcycle show. And I don't know if they did it a couple of years ago, but they did the flat track racing, and they did the motorcycle show. And this is in my opinion, this is the best motorcycle show. And I mean, they're not a sponsor. I'm going to race and everything. But if you're a bike guy, motorcycle rider, any type of motorcycle that you like, I really encourage people to go to this show. And I'll talk about it more as it's getting closer. But I do want to give you guys a heads up that I'm going to be racing. So it's kind of going to be a weird mix if you're one of the comic guys or like a coworker or a friend, or you just know about me or whatever. I fucking hate that. So if you know that I'm a celebrity or whatever, I'm not a celebrity, and I understand that. But if you want to go see some race, maybe possibly see me crash my brand new motorcycle. Hopefully not, right? Because my girl's gonna kill me after that one. There's gonna be this race. It's gonna be a flat track racing at the Coliseum. Next month, September 10th and 11th. So the 10th is going to be the race, the 11th is going to be the motorcycle show, and that won't take a lot of time because, that's far off, and I'm going to get a poster and everything, and I'll display it here. So just to give you guys a heads up, and I apologize again for the echo in here, just try to focus on the sweet tones of my voice, right? And the crackliness of it, because I'm tired as fuck. It's late. I was supposed to record this 32 hours ago. But yeah, I mean, it's still going to be the same thing, okay? This is the vision that I have, and I'm bringing an AC here in a couple weeks, and I'm finishing up the doors, hopefully this week, hopefully before I have my first guest. But it's really exciting, so I'm going to throw some shelving on here. I'm going to put a little fridge, because I want to have some interesting people, put some, maybe some alcohol back here. I don't know if I can turn the camera because it'll kind of ruin the magic. It's going to look like shit. That's really what it is. But there's still I have a lot of tools kind of laying around here, mainly in this corner back here, which I'm going to try to have my guests, sitting directly across from me. Depending what my guests do, I'm going to have them bring, if it's a comic, I'll just have them here, and then we'll be able to talk, and then we'll have all our stuff here between us. But what I want to do for artists is, painters and stuff like that, is I want to have their stuff here in the middle, displaying it. That way you guys could kind of have an idea of what it is that they do. The camera originally is going to be further down this way, and I probably won't have to bore you with the details. Hopefully it'll start becoming what I want it to become. And I think this is a pretty good step there. It's been very frustrating already, but it's been fun, and I'm still going to keep covering all these local events. And I don't know how bad. So until I listen to this, hopefully this is going to be the last time that I record this, because I've been recording for 2 hours, and it's all been garbage. Not this same kind of garbage, because I understand this is just trash, but the other trash was worse. Okay. So hopefully I'll get to keep this recording, and then we'll be able to get into all of our events here. That way, this could still be an episode of AMP, and I'll try to keep it still within the my 30 minutes that I try to stay. And I still haven't noticed how I still haven't thought about how I'm going to do it once I have guests, because I still want to cover my local events and stuff like that. And today I'm turning more, I guess I'm being more strict on what I allow myself to do in terms of which specific events to talk about. I did want to focus this on art, a little more ahead of that. And that's going to be my painters, my musicians. I'm going to see if I can squeeze in some musicians in here. And I know I met a couple sculptors or metal workers, maybe metal fabricators, welders. I know that I shared one of the events last week for last Thursdays that it was going to be for Construct Collective. And that's really cool because I see a lot of the sculptures that these guys do, and like these guys are welders. Like I've been trying to weld, and it's really cool. It's hard. I mean, unless you have the practice and the time, and you're able to invest some actual, get really into it. It's a really hard art. There's always this saying where it's weld porn. If you're a welder, you probably know, right? That you see like this weld, and it looks just, and I don't even know how they do like the bluish one and like all the nice little designs, and it's really cool. And that's one of the reasons why they're also like a kind of people that I want to have here, my metal workers. That's pretty badass. Is that what it's called? I mean, hopefully I'll have somebody in here that they can correct me, somebody that's good with that. But I'm really excited about this. Like now that I'm, like my anger is starting to subside, and I don't want to burn this place down so bad. I put a lot of thought into it. Naturally, you're going to spend money like putting some shit up, but more than anything, it was just the thought. And I've actually worked on this. Like I didn't just pay somebody, which, it's very on brand with me. Like I want to get my hands in whatever I'm doing. That way I could be like, oh, look, I'm in there. I had a part in putting that shit together. So this is more of it. I was going to record yesterday, and hopefully people have been watching these events here on the AMP El Paso Facebook page. Don't forget, that's at AMP EPTX on Facebook, Instagram, AMP El Paso on YouTube. If you're gonna follow my page, and my little dog's over there, I gotta just get all these distractions out of the way, huh? I gotta get rid of my dog. I'm just kidding. I love that guy, both of them. And so don't forget to follow AMP EPTX on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. I'm trying to post some more stuff on there. And then for just if you kind of want to see what I get into outside of the podcast, you can follow me. That's at El Crazy Texan. And I actually was going to post a brand new profile picture that my girl took. It's really cool, and it was at the living room over the weekend for their Sunday brunch open mic. And it's always, hey, you can't beat $1 mimosas, right? Shout out to the living room lounge right there on Piedras, and to our weekly host, Charamin. And this week it was actually Purnell, Mr. Purnell Clayton, everybody. He was the guy that hosted it. And I love that guy. I mean, he's like a really good guy to talk to. He's really funny. He's good at like doing some crowd work, and it's always like really fun to hang out and see like what he's got. And I've seen him like become really good at this stuff, which is cool. Like all these guys are getting so amazing. And meanwhile, I've been stuck in this place, just covered in dirt and dust and sweating my ass off, trying to give them a place, which they don't need. These guys are out there. They're fucking grinding. But I do want to, sit them here and like corner them in a little room and just be like, what the fuck's your deal, dude? So that's not what it is. I want to bring them. I want to be inviting, be like, hey, dude, tell me about your mode of art, which I do find interesting. It's really cool. Like, plus all these comics, all these artists that I've met, they're really interesting people. There was this girl that we met at the Casa Ortiz a while back, and she was one of the sculptures. She was like an architect, and she switched over. And I think I've talked about her before in previous podcasts. But I have to reach out to her that way she could be, because I wanted her to be one of my first guests. And I was like, hey, just don't be like, a little weirded out by like my little studio. That if you've been to my house, you'll understand. I have like a bunch of like stuff that I'm trying to work on. Because I don't know. I mean, I just can't seem to focus. And you guys probably have seen that on stage, oddly enough. But anyway, so I'm pretty excited. I mean, all this stuff is ready to go. I just gotta, paint it and then do some stuff, and then be able to put up my shelving, and then eventually fill it with some souvenirs and stuff about El Paso. Like I have a lot of stuff that would make a good like little studio here in for my podcast. So you guys ready to get into the events? So this is the first. You guys ready? Man, I really don't like this shirt. I gotta find out how to like dress better for the podcast. You know what? I might just get rid of this. I might just bring back like the audio version of it. Okay. All right. So our first event is gonna be for tomorrow, Thursday. And like I said, I was supposed to record this Tuesday night. It's now Wednesday night, so I'm gonna be covering all of our Thursday evening and afternoon and night events. And don't forget, all these are at the Facebook AMP page. That is AMP El Paso on Facebook, at AMP EPTX. All right. Also on Instagram and Twitter. All right. And at El Crazy Texan. Actually, no. At El Crazy Texan is just my, whatever I try to entertain myself with, right? Which I have pretty cool stuff. I think I have a pretty good mix of different things. All right. So first off, Thursday afternoon, 8 p.m., Local Love at Axo Rock. And this is actually the old rooftop over there on 4201 Camelot Heights. And I believe that's right around Mesa. And what they do is basically their Thursdays are like their local artists and musicians and stuff like that. I looked at some of the pictures and it looks nice out there, man. Gotta make my way out there. Also tomorrow, so this is kind of a weird one, and this is kind of what I wanted to do. So at the Mexican consulate here in El Paso, that's at 910 East San Antonio Avenue, they try to do like this exhibitions every month, I think, or every so often, right? So for August, and this is starting tomorrow, the 5th, Thursday, they're going to have... it's called Carteles de Cine en Mexico, and it's basically the movie posters from like old Mexican movies, and it looks pretty cool. And if you're gonna be around there, or if you appreciate stuff like that, which I actually kind of do, it's I've caught myself like recently watching some like old Mexican movies. So if you might appreciate that, or if you know somebody that might appreciate it, it's over at the Mexican consulate offices here in El Paso. So it's kind of cool. Moving on also, and we're still on Thursday, so this is going to go pretty quick. I'm right around 18 minutes now. So I should be able to get through these pretty quick. Also, the return of Cool Canyon Nights at McCalligan Canyon. Tomorrow they're going to have Radio La Chusma, and that's going to start at 5:30 p.m. Also, if you want to enjoy some more live music, where was this? Ardovinos... Arduino's Crossing is going to have, they do have live music Thursdays. Hey, you guys make me nervous. That's the thing. I'm not used to having somebody here. Okay, what do you expect? And I just don't know. I mean, the echo's worse here. Like I don't know, for the microphone, it was actually pretty good. I did do a couple like sound checks, all right? So, I'm sorry. Plus, it'll sound like we're underwater. How's that? Yeah. We'll just pretend like your car is underwater right now. Sure, why not? So for Arduino's Crossing, they're going to be having, or is it Arduino's Art Market? It's Arduino's, okay? There's going to be live music Thursdays, and that's tomorrow at 6 p.m. Also tomorrow at Speaking Rock, we have Brian Mars. That's starting at 9 p.m. And Speaking Rock has a lot of... live music, like throughout all week, I think. Like Sundays is mariachi. I like a good mariachi. I think I have a good mariachi song or voice. And we're staying for in Spring Rock because on Friday, now we're in Friday, 9 p.m. Sonora Blue is going to be at Speaking Rock. La Sonora Blue, and I really like their little logo poster thing. It's kind of cool. It's like all these neon lights. All right, so this weekend, starting on Friday at 8 p.m., it's the return of Viva El Paso. And I know that's like a big production, so, you'd be better off like looking at them. Because I I do like the Viva El Paso shows, but I can't spend, my whole podcast here because I only have like 10 minutes now. Hopefully this is going to go better than it's been going, man. It's been insane. Also tonight, shout out to Foul Mouths. They had their open mic tonight. I don't know if what's going on tomorrow. I believe Pershing Inn is having their weekly open mic. Pershing Inn is open mic on Thursday nights. Okay, that way you guys could see. I know there was a guy that just came back from Idaho. Well, actually, I don't know if he came back or moved. And he tried I guess he's a comic over there, or he's done some open mics, and he just came down here, and I just met him. Like one of my friends just kind of told me, hey, I met this guy like at work randomly, and he asked if I knew anybody like that did, I guess, open mics or comedy, and this guy thought of me, and I was like, really, dude? Wow, like that's kind of cool. So of course I'm gonna redirect him to like all of our open mic hosts, all of our producers and stuff like that. That way we could see this guy. Plus, Idaho, that guy's probably got something good. Plus, I know Sharita is going to have some dates in Idaho. So, maybe they'll have some common ground there. So, it's something to look forward to. And this is cool. Like, ever since I started comedy, I've had a lot of really good connections with people that I otherwise probably wouldn't have been able to connect with. And I know I'm sitting all weird. It's just, I'm so mad, and I'm trying to do this so I could mitigate the echo here a little bit. So that's really the reason I'm doing it. It's not because I want to look professional or attentive, It's just, I'm trying to do this. Hopefully I hope this is better once I have guests in here in front of me, because I'm not, I'm going to be all awkward. And I still don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm going to talk about events still. I'm going to kick them the fuck out and be like, all right, now they're gone. Let's talk about what's going on this week. So that's still, this is a work in progress. I think most podcasts evolve that way. I think probably a little bit better than this. But I think most podcasts do evolve in a certain way. And I'm just trying to get rid of this echo. I'm going to have to put some of those sound panels and bring some stuff. Like, it's bare. Like, this is a bare room. What do you expect? It literally is a cell. Yeah. It's a cell or a psych ward, whatever you want to call it. I probably belong in both. Anyway, so we were on Friday. Okay. Now, you never saw any of this. Continuing on Friday, we're going to have Lub Dub sessions. That is at Prickly Pear. And this is because some of my coworkers are actually like really into electronic music. And this is like an art podcast, right? And you can't really let that stuff out. I recently started listening to, so this is going to be Lub Dub sessions at Prickly Pear. Prickly Elder. It's already late. What do you expect? Okay? The Prickly Pear. Says we have like some Prickly Pear soda. It's actually pretty good. And I got a big mosquito bite or a spider, because this is like a sketchy ass fucking room, right? I don't know who the hell made this or who has to build it. Anyway, so it is Prickly Elder, August 6th, 2021. Lub Dub sessions at Prickly Elder, not Prickly Pear. You fucking idiot. I'm sorry, Prickly Elder. All right, later on that night, Friday, San Elizario, Ghosts of the Camino Real Spirit Walk. That is at 1500 Main Street in San Elizario. Ghost walks. I'm close. I mean, there's probably some ghosts here, right? I can just throw a rock and probably hit one. Also, Friday, 7 p.m., free yoga in the park, and that's going to be at Memorial Park, I believe. Also, another thing is my internet is super spotty out here. Like, I'm connected, not connected, currently offline, okay? But since, I'm prepared, so I already had all this shit. What do you want? Come on. I'm not going to put out like this shitty product. I mean, it probably will be for a while, but listen, this is a learning curve, okay? And plus, I'll be able to look back at this in hopefully a few months, right? Okay, I get it, years or decades, whatever. I'll be able to look back at this and be like, oh, look, I grew and my beautiful hair like diminished or something. I don't know. Is that what happens? Right? I don't know. I think Jerry had like beautiful long hair. and now it's just all gone. Like, he doesn't even get haircuts; it just falls off. Sorry, Jerry. Anyway, it's all the steroids. Uh, anyway, moving on to Friday, and I put this one on here because I'd be interested. I've always thought less of golfers. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I've never, it's one of those places where you go when like everything in your life is already like perfect, and you're like, what am I gonna do? Oh, you know what? Let's go hit some balls like in a beautiful field. And what I'm trying to say is that I'm jealous. Okay, I've never felt so okay with my life that I'm like, hey, let's go golfing. But I should. Man, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to dig myself out of this hole. So Ascarate Golf Course is having their Friday night under the lights. And it's going to be Fridays, July the 2nd through August the 6th. So this is actually going to be the last one. And I don't know how I missed this one, man. Okay, so hey, go to the last one. Okay, Jesus. I'm sorry. 7 to 10 p.m. Okay, and that's 7 to 10 p.m. There's like a couple sessions. And if my internet, do you guys hear my dog? I'm sorry. What do you expect? I'm outside. This is all I have. I'm going to sleep here tonight just because I'm so excited about this place. Anyway, moving on to, I think this is Saturday now. Oh, look at that. We made it to Saturday. We're almost done, and we got about 6 minutes. No, 4. All right, so this is going to be Saturday at 4 p.m. It's Poetography. Yeah, you like that? That's a good name. I mean, I liked it because it was a good name. So it's Poetry and Photography. It's going to be an exhibit of over 15 photographers, and live art installations. And this is going to be at 210 Poplar Street. 210 Poplar. I didn't even get a name of the venue. Come on, man. So it's going to be Poetography. Okay, if you just look it up like that, or better yet, if you visit AMP El Paso at AMPPTX on Facebook, you'll be able to just scroll down a couple, plus you'll be able to see all the other awesome events that we have going on here in El Paso that are, centered around art. And give me a like on a few of those while you're at it, especially the ones that you're planning on going. Maybe a share also, never know. And then maybe go on to my Instagram over at El Crazy Texan and follow me there. Like my pictures, like the pictures of my dogs. Man, I don't know why people. I just love pictures of dogs. They're beautiful. All right, moving on. Saturday at 10:15 p.m. That is very specific. Speaker Rock is going to have Redemption Rock. Like I said, they have like music every day, right? What else? What else can you ask for? What do you want to do? Oh, it's already late. Let's go to Speaker Rock, right? I think I'm going to go there right now because I really gotta get through this shit. Also, Saturday at 3 p.m., nice and early, the Humane Society of El Paso is going to be having a telethon. And this is going to be at 11577 Pelicano. And that is the Humane Society telethon. They have a couple little, I think they're pit bulls actually. Maybe? I don't know. Listen, I'm not good with brands of dogs, okay? If you put a car in front of me, I might figure out what it is. But a dog, I mean, I don't know. Mine's black. What do you want? Mine's black and a pug. And he's like that like tannish color. I don't know. I mean, he's a skinny pug, like an aerodynamic one or something. I don't know. And my lab is black. Okay. She's some kind of lab. All right, Saturday. Do you guys see that? Like, flashing of the lights? Or is that just me? See, I told you, like, I was close to the spirit walk. They might come through here. You never know. Maybe every time that happens to the lights is like a ghost walking through. It's like, oh, your podcast sucks. All right. Moving on. Saturday, 12 p.m., right around noon. Pop Culture Pop-Up. That is at Pelicano Drive. I don't have an address. Let's see if I can see it. That is noon to 5, August the 7th. Pop Culture Pop-Up. It's going to be an indoor event. Look at that. All right. Oh, this is going to be a cool one. All right. So this is going to be also Saturday, 9 a.m. So this is going to be an early one. Okay. So this is going to be Film 101 meetup this Saturday. And I had an address. I don't know why it didn't come up. But this is going to be, it's not film like movies and stuff. This is like 35 millimeter film, I guess, right? Is that the most popular one? Is there 27 or like a couple other numbers on there? Anyway, so it's going to be a Film 101 meetup, and people are going to be able to get into it. I did want to. I mean, I might still be able to make a dark room in here. If this podcast thing doesn't pan out, just tear down all these lights, lock up the doors. Just make myself a little entrance and stuff, and just kill myself. I'm kidding. Jesus, you can't even make any jokes now. Anyway, so yeah, like I've always wanted to do. Oh, look, my dog. Oh, he snuck in here. Oh, dude. All right, what's up, buddy? What's up, baby? Now this podcast is out the window now. Film 101 meetup, and that's going to be this Saturday at 9 a.m. I'm going to. Do you guys see that? Right? This is what I got to deal with. That's why I got to lock him up in the restroom. I'm kidding. I don't lock him up. He's free. He's the best dog ever, and he's ruining my podcast. I'm sorry. All right, so this is going to be, I do have a couple like exercise events on here. So this one's going to be the Weekend Warriors live class, and this is going to be focusing on conditioning and core, and all levels are welcome, okay? So this is going to be Saturday at 8:45 p.m. So you could go like in the morning, get a workout in, and then go learn about like film, take some pictures and shit. So this is going to be focusing on like conditioning and your core, which is kind of cool. Like whenever we had the first pandemic, the first shutdown, I actually I worked out quite a bit, and I've kind of backed off because I've been going to all these open mics and stuff, and they're pretty late, and I wake up early and stuff. But I do try to still stay fairly in shape. Like I try to do stuff outside and everything. It's you could probably squeeze some exercise here and there every once in a while. Anyway, so go get some exercise, and especially if this shit's coming back, man. I have no idea. What do you think, dude? Yeah, me too. I get it. Anyway, Saturday night, and then Saturday night you go to the Concordia Cemetery Ghost Tour with Ghosts 915. And that's going to be at 3700 East Yandell. All right, dude, you're not going to jump up here. I'm sorry, I'm busy. All right, so this is going to be a good one, all right? So this is going to be the grand opening of Arduino's Market Mercantile. What is it? Arduino Crossing Mercantile. So this is going to be basically, if I read it correctly, it's going to be like all their vendors and stuff. All right, okay, you're going to be right here. He's going to ruin the podcast. No, you know what? This was a bad idea. I'm sorry. All right, go bye. Bye, love you too. So this is going to be the grand opening, and this is going to be Saturday at 10 a.m. Of their Arduino's Crossing Mercantile. And that's going to be exciting also. That way, it's like a brick and mortar place where you could have all the stuff that they have at the markets out there. Also Saturday at 10 p.m., if more of like cardio is more of your thing, there's going to be a run for the El Paso Rehab Specialty Group. They're going to be having a master. And they're going to be giving you tips on I guess how to like running form and stuff. If you're a runner, that there's always the correct and an incorrect way to run. To take care of your knees and back, your feet. That way you could run for a while, up until you're old. And there's a lot of old people that run a lot. My grandpa runs all the time. And he's in really good shape. He's up in his mid-60s. I think 66, 67. It was actually his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Grandpa. So yeah, it was really exciting. Exciting. Hey, my grandpa's birthday was really exciting. I didn't even see him. I called him, and he didn't answer. All 3 times that I called him. Because he still works, all right? This dude's and I think he works out after work. Hey, look, my grandpa got a shout out. So keeping people in shape, and he's actually one of the people that kind of inspires me to stay in shape, because I'm like, dude, when I'm your age, when I'm able to run, I'm half his age and I can't run. I'm less than half his age. Jeez. All right, so moving on. Sunday. Oh, we're already in Sunday. Look at that. We're almost done. Last leg. You could do it. And then we could talk more about my studio and how the fact that it's starting to get a little cooler in here because it's already 3 in the morning. So this is going to be New Moon Manifestation Workshop and Ceremony with Angelica Freya, I believe. And I think I nailed that. like pronunciation. And that's going to be down here in the Lower Valley. And I think, is this my last event? Also Sunday, like every other Sunday, is going to be the Upper Valley Artists and Farmers Market. And that's going to be right at the Hobby Lobby parking lot over on Mesa. And that is it. Look at that. First podcast. First video podcast. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm not going to say it. And again, it's not the first podcast in here. We've had, when this was like literally dirt. Okay? Like these are dirt walls. This is dirt. This was dirt on the ground. It was just. We had Jordan Savai and Marco Antoine as guests here, and it was a good time. It really was a good time, and we were actually using the same table. So right now, what I'm just gonna do is I'm gonna go over my local art galleries, and just so you could follow them around. And they're really good places, art galleries, for markets, like especially on the weekends. Personally, I like the Ascarate swap meet because I've always liked to buy little stuff, and you guys will see it. Like eventually, all that stuff that I've bought will make it out here. But our art galleries are places where they have these art shows, and then they have like the music. And then it's like accompanied, like you have music, and then you get to walk around with art. If it's in the case of Three Missions Brewery and Casa Ortiz, they do this cool like collab where I think you could take some of the beer. I think it's some of the canned beer, which we had some, and I think I've shared it before here on the podcast. It's probably on the Instagram, the AMP El Paso Instagram, hashtag AmpEPTX at AmpEPTX. Sorry, I'm distracted over here looking at my dog. So I'm already at the last leg, right? And look, I'm going to try to stay, not so long, right? So again, don't forget to check out Casa Ortiz. This week, they're going to be having an exhibit featuring paintings by Francisco Delgado. And you have to see their little picture. It's like this little chihuahua, like this crazy looking chihuahua. It's really pretty. One of our other art galleries here in El Paso is Flor de Barro Gallery, and actually saw like their page and everything and like all the stuff that they had, and then like a week later I heard them that they had a thing on NPR, and it was cool because I was like, oh, like it's one of those like places that it's like up and coming, and I think that's it. Look at that, we finally made it. Oh man. So don't forget to follow, share. This is the first of many, and this is really like the ground level, right? You could see like bare walls and everything. Like these are, it hasn't even been done for a week, and I'm already recording in here. I'm gonna try to give myself like some more credit, I guess. And I'll talk more about that race. It's gonna be that 444 race. It's put on by RGS Motorcycles, which is Rio Grande Shovelheads. It's going to be the race. I believe it's going to be at the Coliseum. The motorcycle show is going to be at Epic Rail Yard. The year that I went, I don't know if it was a couple years ago or the very first year, it was incredible. I've never been to Epic Rail Yard before, and that was the first time that I went. And they had all these show motorcycles just not as far as the eye can see, but you could see all of the bikes. It was a lot of them, and it was really cool. And it's I'm trying to take a motorcycle this year. Doomsday is going to take a motorcycle. Like we've been working on it for a while already, and it's going to be one of those time crunch, very like Gas Monkey-ish of or of us, right? Because I'm part of the group. Let's look at that. It's one of the many things that I kind of have my fingers in, right? Even though they tell me that I'm fired all the time, and I just keep showing up, like, hey, what's up, guys? What are we doing now? So that's going to be, like I said, I'm going to have a little more information on that, maybe a poster. Maybe, I know the guys at RGS are going to be really busy, and I don't know if they'll be able to do a podcast just as like a heads up before the race, or maybe I could go over there and record something for them or with them, and then get that taken care of that way. But yeah, so thank you for joining me. And, this motorcycle was in here just because I wanted to kind of show the display of, well, actually to kind of show the Doomsday, my little flag here. And this is the motorcycle that I'm going to be racing in. And I'm pretty excited. I mean, I've never done anything like that. So hopefully it'll go well. And I didn't want to miss the opportunity of recording and not missing another week of recording here in the studio. And I know I'm kind of rushing this, but I do want to do a good job at it, okay? I know this is kind of, it's not really last minute, but it is kind of a big endeavor to try to put this within a few months. But it's going pretty good. I mean, I don't know what you guys think. But I'll go ahead and end it with that. Don't forget to follow, like, and share whatever you like on the AMP El Paso page, or my Facebook or my Instagram. The AMP El Paso page is at AMP EPTX. That is on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. AMP El Paso on YouTube. For all my craziness, just go to at El Crazy Texan on my Instagram. And yeah, I mean, I'll see you guys next week. Nice.